How's it going, guys? It's a final render here and welcome back to Subnautica. In the last video of Subnautica, we actually found out that our only chance of rescue has been completely destroyed when the sunbeam came a little bit too close to the precursor gun, and now all hope of being rescued is lost. But we did find out about a brand new precursor base, and the precursor base is 1 kilometer away and 700 meters down. So therefore we will have to build some new vehicles and upgrade the Seamoth, which we already own, in order to make it so that we can get to this new location and see if we can find a cure for the deadly coronavirus. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes of Subnautica, please make sure you check those out and give them a like each. And if you think you're going to enjoy this one, make sure you give it a like as well. Let's see if we can get 333 likes on this video. That would be absolutely perfect. So in order to upgrade our Seamoth, we will have to go ahead and build our moon pool. And I believe I already have most of the ingredients you need. We're going to actually have a glass corridor here. I've never actually used any glass corridors. There we go. So now all we got to do is make our advanced wiring kit and go and get 2 glass from inside our cupboards. Okay, Intel, build me that computer chip. Thank you very much. Now we can go ahead and get our advanced wiring kit, and that should be all we need in order to build our moon pool. The only thing we need to do is grab some lubricant, which I have 4 of, exactly 4 of, which is fantastic. There we go, there is our moon pool fully built, and yep, it is just poking out of the surface. Final thing we need in order to actually install the upgrades is we need the vehicle modification station, which we can whack right there. And in order to make this, we need 1 glass, 2 titanium and 2 computer chips. Again, I should have everything I need except for the coral samples, and we need 4 of them. Let's go ahead and... God damn it, invincible coral. Okay, don't be invincible this time. Yep, that's 1, 2, that's 1 computer chip. And that is 2. Man, I love this fabricator. It's such a cool idea. It's like an advanced version of a 3D printer almost, isn't it? Habitat builder, build that modification station. Alright, it doesn't really have the same... Oh, darn it, we need 1 more titanium. Alright, we've got a rock deposit here. What have we got? We've got a gold. Okay, well, I'll take it, but it's not really what I'm after right now. It seems like I always find gold whenever I don't need it. Same for silver, actually. So I end up having loads of gold and loads of silver, but nothing useful at that time. There we go. There's our single piece of titanium for now. Boom! Superb! Alright, so now that that's done, we've got to go ahead and name and decorate our Seamoth, haven't we? Okay, it looks a little, how you say, pimp, but I think it'll do totally well for what we want to use it for. So in order to start installing our depth upgrades, we need to use the modification station, and we will first need a pressure compensator. That is a plasteel ingot and a computer chip. Computer chip is not going to be a problem, but we do need to go ahead and get 10 more titanium. So how about we jump into our lovely decorated new Seamoth and go on a titanium run. We'll try to grab as many as we possibly can in this run. So we've got a stalker. It looks like he's carrying one. Yes, he is. Don't get too angry with me, Stalker. Darn it! The other one just came down and swooped it away. Well, I might as well grab his tooth in order to make the enameled glass. No, Stalker, you leave that bit of metal alone, Stalker. I want that. Darn it! You little troll. Bring that back. Some coral here. We need 2 of them. I get the impression that we're going to be grinding for a lot of the same stuff in this video. But that's the way it is if you're just upgrading things like your depth. You need to get a lot of the same stuff. Okay, so first pressure compensator, plasteel ingot and a computer chip. Let's do it. That's it, just a little tube. Let's install this pressure compensator and see what kind of upgrade we have got. We can now go to 300 meters in depth. Originally we can only go to 200 meters, so that is a nice upgrade, but it could be better. We need to take this over to our electronics bay so we can convert it into a Mark II compensator and then a Mark III compensator. So to make the pressure compensator Mark II, we need a pressure compensator. We've got that. 2 plasteel ingots. Oh gosh, we've got those thankfully. Some aluminium oxide crystal and a computer chip. I don't actually have any aluminium oxide crystal, but I know where to get some. You can probably get some in the Grand Reef, which is just below the floating island. So how about we grab the stuff we need for our second computer chip, and then of course we'll grab some aluminium oxide crystal as well. Here we go then. Let's pop our pressure compensator back in the Seamoth, and let's head over to the Grand Reef. Jump cut. Here we are making our descent into the Grand Reef. And we should be able to get to the aluminium oxide crystal. Now we have got the 300 meters of depth we need. And there is some right there. These aren't actually too hard to find in the right areas, but it does mean you have to come to some of these areas, which are a little bit deeper down in order to get them. But let's go ahead and grab as many as we possibly can, because I guarantee we'll probably need a few in order to make the Mark III compensator as well. Okay, so let's just grab as many. Holy! Look at that thing! Man, I've never seen those before. I've seen photos of them, but my gosh. Are these hostile? Looks like Jar Jar Binks. Oh, okay, I think it's hostile. It tried to kick me. Let's avoid those guys for a while, shall we? Hang on, we've got a communication. We've just got a message. What on earth could that be? Like, the sunbeam's been destroyed. So who on earth could be trying to contact me? Maybe the Altera Corporation has finally got in contact with me, the company which our character worked for. As soon as we've got some more aluminium oxide, we will head back and listen to what that message says. Last time we got a message, it was very bad, so let's hope it's okay this time. 9 new biological subjects designated. Mode switch, hunting/analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents. What the hell does that mean? Seamoth upgrades. Pressure compensator Mark II hardens the vehicle chassis under high pressures. Seamoth and prawn compatible. Superb. Alright, so let's grab that. And what will we need for the Mark III? We'll need a pressure compensator Mark II, 3 plasteel ingots, so 30 titanium, another aluminium oxide crystal, and another computer chip. Okay, so that's actually not that bad in order to get to the maximum depth possible. I can definitely cope with that. What is our depth with the Mark II compensator? We can now go to 500 meters in order to go ahead and get all the upgrades we need. That's pretty cool. Okay, but we need to go ahead and get even more titanium. I've got the full radiation suit on, so I should be able to go pretty near the Aurora. I've got the impression that that's going to be the quickest way to get as much titanium as possible, since I've rarely ever been there. Got at least 2 bits around this wreckage here. Let's grab that one there. Grab that one. How much more space have we got? We can't actually grab any more. Okay, well, let's head back to base and render those down to titanium. Finally. Kill me now. Man, it's like Titanium City over here. We've got absolutely loads of it just lying around. Can I grab that last one? No, I'm full. Okay, is there anything I can drop? No, I'm pretty much maxed out. Okay, well, we got some more titanium, and we can now fully upgrade the chassis of the Seamoth to go to 800 meters, which is superb news. Okay, Seamoth upgrades. Pressure compensator Mark III. Build it immediately. What have we got? Oh, crush depth 900 meters. That's even better. Okay, so we can go pretty much anywhere we need to go now within reasonable barriers in the Seamoth, but of course we will probably have to make it go even deeper if that's possible. I don't know if you can layer pressure compensators in order to go even deeper. That might be something to check out in the future. But let's see what other upgrades we have got right now that we can put onto the Seamoth. Torpedoes and stuff, I don't actually think I'm going to bother with, because as cool as it is, it's not very useful. Like, it really doesn't stop creatures that much. We have got a storage locker that might actually be useful if we're going to go a lot of traveling in this. Solar charger, not too fussed about that. The Seamoth perimeter defense system sounds very cool. It basically emits an electronic EMP pulse to just blast any creatures which come near you. Even like Reaper Leviathans will be shunned away by this EMP blast. And also we got the Seamoth Sonar, which would also be very useful as well to kind of show us where we're going. So I'm thinking we're definitely going to have those two, as well as the storage locker. So we need polyaniline for this. I do have one piece of polyaniline, and it's one of those things which I've made so rarely, I always forget how you make it. Yeah, polyaniline, you need gold and hydrochloric acid. To get hydrochloric acid, you need 3 deep shrooms, which we can find, I believe, in the blood kelp zone and a salt deposit. Alright, let's build some upgrades, people. So we are going to go with the Seamoth perimeter defense system using polyaniline. There we go, so let's slot that into the Seamoth upgrades bay. Boom! There we go, so now we can emit an electronic field to get rid of any predators coming to get us. We've also gone ahead and made our storage locker. It's not much in terms of an upgrade, but I generally do think that that'll be very helpful when we start to go into the further areas away. So now, in order to make our final upgrade, which is the sonar, we need to go and get some deep shrooms. Oh, he's after us now. Where is he? Boom! Oh, he didn't like that. That sent him running. Alright, that'll be a really useful defense tool, I think, in the future. And it doesn't appear to take too much energy out of your battery, which I think is great. Hit him again. I love that thing. Deep shrooms, deep shrooms. I'm so happy I can go this deep in the Seamoth now. Like, the Seamoth is probably the fastest vehicle. Oh my god, look at those things right there. Get blasted. Yeah, that made him think twice, didn't it? Here we go, this is what we need. These are the deep shrooms. As you can guess, they only grow in fairly deep regions, around 450, 500 meters down or so. So we're going to grab a bunch of them, so we don't have to come back. We grabbed 16 of them right there. That's a little overkill, I think. But hey, let's throw a couple in the storage locker. And how much space have we got? We got 3 more slots. Let's see if we can just find anything else useful while we're down here, seeing as I've never really been here too much. Okay, let's go down. Holy, look at that! Look at that huge electric eel! Okay, I'm very much doubt my electronic pulse is going to affect him too much, but I'll get it ready just in case. Oh, are we? We're in the Lost River now. I had no idea you could get to the Lost River through the Blood Kelp Zone. Oh my god, look at that crab squid with the coronavirus. Man, he's seen better days, hasn't he? Oh man, he looks even scarier when he's got the coronavirus. What the? Did you see that? He was coming right for me, but no, not having that. The secondary research facility is a kilometer away. I think we should go check it out. I've never been there. Let's go check it out. And, blast. These guys do have an EMP blast of themselves. Ooh! Just like that. Did you see that? That would have disabled my Seamoth temporarily, and then I would be stuck there for a few moments. I've never seen this part of the Lost River, actually. This is different to the way I came in Season 1, so we've got some new things to look at. Oh, there it is, people. There's the skeleton. I love looking at this thing. It blows my mind every time. Look at it. I said it in Season 1, but I very much doubt it will happen. I really want there to be a live one of these creatures somewhere in the game. You know, even if it's just one, and it only appears in exceptionally rare circumstances. But it would be amazing if one of these creatures could actually be in the base game, alive and well. That would be amazing. I've got to be near it now. It's got to be just around this next corner, surely. Ah, we've got an opening here. This might be it, people. Is this the secondary research facility where we could cure the coronavirus in the future? It looks like it is. Oh my gosh, it's a wreck. How on earth are we going to cure the coronavirus if this place is a wreck? But it looks pretty nice though, even though it's destroyed. That looks like the moon pool. That is sealed off. You know what, guys? I don't know if we can actually get in this base yet. Like, the game isn't finished, keep in mind. I think they're scheduled for a full release in, like, March, maybe? Oh, unless we've got an entrance down here. No, I don't think the secondary research facility is currently open yet. But it's here. We now know where it is. So this is where we will have to come in order to cure the coronavirus, I expect. We will have to come here, get, like, the blueprints in order to synthesize an antidote of some kind. It looks like this was actually built in the cave. It didn't fall down from the surface or anything. They built this deep underground. Like, when the precursors were around, maybe this wasn't underwater. Actually, no, it would have been, wouldn't it? Because there's moon pools on it. So yeah, it would have been underwater. But yeah, that's the secondary research facility. So right now, I think our best bet is to head back to B2 before that warper gets too annoyed. And then we can install our final upgrade onto the Seamoth. Ooh, can you hear that? Can you hear the sea dragon? He's nearby. We don't want to mess with him right now. Although, in theory, we probably could defend ourselves using the EMP blast. Oh, damn you, sea dragon. Quit making noise. Oh, no, you don't. Don't you dare. Ooh, I EMP'd you first. Darn it, he got me. Come on, Seamoth. There we go. Back in action. Whew. Okay, so that doesn't actually cause you too much of a problem, because it is only for a second, but it will stop you, and if something's chasing you, that won't be good. Right, we've got to go through these guys. Blast! Oh, done. I got hit with the second EMP. Come on, Seamoth. Come back to life. There we go. Alright, so it's 50 meters from the surface. Boom! There we go. We're out of the blood kelp zone. Okay, so we've got all the final things we need to make our final upgrade for the Seamoth, but not only that, but we found the secondary research facility. It was pretty impressive, actually. It's a shame it's not functional right now, but the thing about Subnautica is, if you're playing Subnautica in experimental, there's pretty much updates every single day. I'm not joking, sometimes multiple times a day there are updates for this game. So pretty much any day we can expect, you know, things like the coronavirus cure or whatever to just suddenly pop in. We have no idea, but it's just like, boom, here's a new update. You know what I mean? Alright, so now we've got our deep shrooms, we can go ahead and make our hydrochloric acid, which currently doesn't have a 3D model in the game at this moment. And we also needed gold, didn't we? So let's go ahead and grab that. Polyaniline, there we go, gold and hydrochloric acid, not bad. Again, no model. Final thing we needed was magnite. Do I have any magnite? Oh, I've got one magnite. That is perfect, I need that. Alright, I hope we've got everything we need now. So it is in the Seamoth modules. Seamoth Sonar. Boom! That is what we want. That is the final upgrade I'm willing to put onto the Seamoth for now. Unfortunately, you can only have 4 upgrades at a time. So let's throw this on there and see what it's like. Seamoth, let me in, buddy. Alright, so let's fire off this sonar. Oh, that's cool. It's got a fair amount of range. You know, like, I think this will be far more useful when we're in cave networks almost. You know what I mean? So we can help find our way around. But yeah, I like that. That's a cool little upgrade. I'm happy with that. Okay guys, so that's the video done. We have fully upgraded our Seamoth to the best of our current abilities. We have given it some awesome sonar so we can actually see where we're going in deep cave networks. We have given it a storage locker so we can hold much more items when we are traveling about. And of course we have made it so that it can go to 900 meters in depth, which is pretty darn awesome, as well as an extremely effective EMP defense blast. So guys, thanks very much for watching this video. It's been extremely cool on this one actually. I've never actually fully upgraded the Seamoth before. I just jumped straight into the prawn suit. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Again, let's see if we can get 333 likes on this video. And if you haven't seen the other Subnautica videos, check those out. They're pretty darn cool. And for the next video, I suppose what we've got to do is we've probably got to build the Cyclops in the next video, which will mean a trip to the Aurora, which has been very heavily updated since the last time we went there. So guys, thanks very much for watching. This has been the final render, and you have been the audience. Until next time, farewell.